Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling soldiers. This is the last one because we've rolled enough, and then we're gonna kick it. So this morning we did a 3 hour stream, and the stream shut down, and I was so angry. But it turns out it was not any of this stuff. It was my carrier who had some kind of like spotty outages on a sunny day, which I don't understand. But it is what it is, baby. But anyway, it ended at exactly three, three, not three, but like it ended. Ooh, excuse me. It ended at exactly 3 hours. So I did some cooking. I'm swollen on hamburgers and hot dogs, cooked on in a hot cast iron pan, which is the best. Seasoned properly, cooked it all together, and yeah. So now we've got Munchables. But I can't keep doing that every week. I can't. Got to get it back to fruits and vegetables. But man, I got to tell you, sometimes you just want a steak or a hamburger or Thai food or any of those other than what you have in the house. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is where the oh man, this is where the discipline to that comes in. We'll put this here. Look at the stars. You know what? Why don't we just do this? Why don't we do this one now? Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Okay, we gotta plug that in too. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do, it was all yellow. You're still, oh yeah, you're still, well, turning. Actually, you know, for you I bleed myself dry. Where is it? Throw that in the trash. Where is it? Too much stuff on this table. Here it is. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. All right. Tap, 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 tap. You know. Perfect. All right. Like, so things happened earlier today. It's still with a 3 hour stream though, which is good, right? We just didn't get to say goodbye. But yeah, then I didn't know if I was streaming, and yeah, it was a whole problem. And I was so angry, but man, now I'm just semi tied up. Here we go. Internet connection is good. Thank you. We don't really have anything to Civil rights leader Bob Moses died. I know a lot about civil rights leaders. I've never heard of him. He was 86. He's one of the originals, I guess. One of the young originals. Because the old originals would have been all been Dr. King's age, and he would have been about. Well, remember, Dr. King was really young when he started this, and he had a lot of elder advisors. Uh, and one of the younger people was Jesse Jackson, right? Jesse Jackson was much younger than Dr. King. And Jesse Jackson's like 80 now. So this guy sounds like he was 86. So he sounds like he was around the Jesse Jackson class of civil rights leader who were under the original people. Oh, what a thing to done. You're still, oh yeah, you're still the one. Turning. Tilt that this way, cut this on. Just something. Here we go. You know I bleed myself dry. Helps to open that. Pretty good. All right, so we're having internet issues. I don't know what to say. It's really smooth sailing, isn't it? Really, really, rarely, rarely, rarely smooth sailing. That all right? That's okay. We are undaunted. We're about to do this thing. My goodness. I was feeling good. Then all of a sudden, tired. Not so much tired, but hot. Well, that's it. That chair died this week. It went down. It doesn't come back up. So that's my excuse to get a gaming chair in here. But then I'm like, I need this. I like, do I need two chairs in here? This chair isn't really comfortable for long term sitting. Um, it's my favorite chair in the house. Not really comfortable for long term sitting. I can't game in this chair like I can game in that chair. And then when I'm done gaming, I can just sit back and be like, oh. But here's the thing, why I kept that. That's a good office chair. Proven, right? Versus me running out and getting a gaming chair and not liking it. I've never actually sat in one. So the question is, should I just get a nice office chair that I like, or should I run out and get a gaming chair? Because everybody's got a gaming chair. It's got that high backrest. Well, who sleeps in a gaming chair? First world problems, right? I fully agree. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Did we write that down? Where is that book? I wrote a song for you. Oh, what a thing to have done. Should have wrote it in here. Where did I write it? If I didn't write it in here. Oh, I wrote it here. It's not on here. Let's write it on here. Maybe we should rip this out and flip it over. Then I took my time. What a thing to done. All right. Really nice day today. For you, I bleed myself dry. Whew. I have been cooking and sipping since about 2. I stopped at around like 5. I was like, oh, I don't want to go on air and be straight shot. Do you hear that? That's a plain tone of banner. I just can't see it yet. Mm. They say the wildest stuff. I mean, I guess it's advertising, right? So you pay somebody, I want you to fly this sign up, and then people like me see it and it says all kinds of nonsense. But excuse me. So remember, I mean, the pod this morning, like I said, was 3 hours. We were about to wrap it up in like 20 minutes, 40 minutes, somewhere around there. And then like the whole thing just went south. But it ended at like the 3 hour mark. And I just didn't get to say toodles. But I was frustrated because, man, the picture kept going in and out. Then I was wigged out about if I was broadcasting, which now I have to check to see if I am broadcasting to everybody. But before we do that, just let's make sure we have tomorrow's show set up. So let's set up tomorrow's show while we are here. Okay, tomorrow will be the 38th, and it'll be Monday. I took my time. What a thing to do. You're still. Okay, so that is up. Now I have to check. This is where it gets wonky. When you pull up the other screen to see if you're streaming. Am I streaming? Yes, I am streaming. Do I have sound? Ah, I have sound. All right. We're going to put that back here. We're going to bring this over here. We're going to put this here. Check the other stream. Am I streaming? Do I have sound? Same procedure. And I do this because I keep telling that story. It was a traumatizing moment for me. on stream, streaming for like 90 minutes, and then realizing that the stream has been out for about, like, the sound of the stream has been out for a minute. So yeah, I'm always having to recheck and recheck, which is fine, I guess. But still, you shouldn't have to, right? Okay, so let's close all of this. Da-da. I seem to be streaming every place. Everything seems to be hearable. Excuse me. Um, I don't even understand. Your connection to the router with an Ethernet cable directly and or close other applications running on your device, especially those that sync files to the cloud, such as Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, and iCloud. Why do I have to close all that shit to use this thing? Therein lies the question. Oh boy. All right. We're not gonna complain. We're not. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. So when I open up a page to show you stuff, this whole thing takes a hit. I think and that's the problem. Um, 1,000 day journey, right? With day 37 in, twice a day, right? Twice a day. 1 month down. For all intents and purposes, our month will be 31 days, right? Just for, yeah. Well, we could do it naturally the way the months actually work, but like we're counting straight runs, right? We don't have weeks. We're doing every day, so well, I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, we've been streaming for 37 days, which is a month and a week. 2 days, right? 7 in the morning, 6 p.m.s every day. Like and subscribe to get more of this sort of fantastic content. Look at this shirt; does not look good on stream. Yeah, that looks a little. Anyway, so yeah, if it ain't one thing, it's another. What are we doing today? Other than not drinking, because man, I woke up half drunk. I mean, seriously, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? I ugh. So I'm afraid to open up any other apps to show you what we're doing, just because this thing is so wonky. Ugh. And when it blew up the other streamers, and I couldn't access to shut it down properly or anything. The whole thing just was just a hot mess. We even looked up music. right? Barry Manilow. We looked up Copacabana, the whole idea of that story. We looked up Barry Manilow. We looked up Pancho and Lefty, and we looked up there was another one about I fell in love with a Mexican. I fell in somewhere. El Paso was the name of the song. We looked up El Paso. Songs about how people like songs about stories. Quite frankly, it was a good stream till it crashed. I don't even know what to make of it. It happens though. I get it. It happens. And this time, I'm pretty sure it was on my end, the not like it matters, right? But it's just another thing that just has me going, oh god damn it, excuse my language, but oh gosh darn it. And all this week I've been having problems, and the problems weren't on my end. So of the 20 problems I've had, one of them has been on my end, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just stop all this and just do this 1,000 day stream on my gaming channel. Do it there. I don't want to give up though. Whew. Plus, I am baked on like freaking hamburgers and freaking hot dogs. And I was thinking about what am I gonna have for dinner? And I think I'm gonna have simple rice and broccoli, salt and pepper, butter. We call that dinner. Salt, pepper, and butter, rice and broccoli. Call that it. I think I've had enough. Excuse me. And we we had the song up, right? I'm gonna have to cut this off because people are ridiculous. I'm gonna stop you right there before you whistle in my ear. So now I'm like, I should open it anyway because it's sort of needed, right? Uh, we want the fan. We don't have our, excuse me, woo, we don't have our schedule yet. That's my fault. I raised my hand. It's my fault. Um, been an interesting week. It really has. We watched a movie that was in the public domain. We think it's fine. We haven't heard back, but it is in the freaking public domain. We think. We talked a little bit of politics this morning. All right, what am I doing here? Stroking my guitar. All right. All right, so what are we doing today? Are we going to open up this thing to see if this whole pod crashes on us again? I've been burned once, man. I can't be hurt again. I've been hurt before, so let's see what happens. Why not do this? Why not open that? Put this here. And then we go here. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. All right. Stop it. All right. Let's put this here. And there goes the image, right? It doesn't make any sense that this is this infuriating. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Over simple stuff. Close other apps. It's the modern world. I don't want to close other apps. This one's on y'all. Where is this at? Here it is. Look at the stars. So yeah, we had this up. Man, see, I think I'm gonna have to move this project to another streaming service because this don't make any sense. Perfect. That's it. This is what crashed it. It was like this. I mean, uh, all right. I think I may actually get yet another glass of poison for my soul. All right, we are ready. I think. Look how they shine for you and everything you do. All right. Oh boy. Ah. Well, we did get 3 hours, right? I should look at the positive. We did 3 hours this morning, and then it crashed. So, I mean, I mean, oh, what a thing to have done. As a little boy in my parents' house, I remember the bar in their basement. They had like all the stuff, right? All the liquors, liqueurs, and stuff. They had like little things of like napkins and like twizzle sticks and all this just kind of like bar kish that young couples would have. And then like it was there like forever because I mean I don't think I ever saw my dad drink anything other than beer at barbecues. It's the only time I ever drank. Um, but we had all this shit. It's like having a fully stocked kitchen, but you don't cook, and you're not really a food kind of. So I love to cook with all the little toys and the bells and the whistles, but
the D major to the A major change, we can try the A major to the E major change. However, this can be particularly easy if you don't mind cheating. If you look at the E major, you don't actually have to finger any notes. So you can actually go between the A major and a
we've looked at
completely
this a
different
thousand times. We really have. We really have, haven't we? This is the first segment of it. We know it. Well, you know, we know this. Hold on. What we need to really do is just Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Well, we can leave this up too. And just practice. Look at the stars. I would actually like to look that up and start playing that. Look up a right. I should. That's the first one. Second one is. Oh no, the second one is. Ah, this finger's getting in the way now. Come on, guys. Cut it. Nope, it's. It's. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're missing something here. What are we missing?
You're actually
Right? It's A, sus, A, E, A, sus, A, E, A. Right? Then we go all the way down here to this next one. And it's the same. A, D, A, E, A, D, A, E. All right, so hold on. So which one am I weird at? I'm weird at one of these. I think I'm weird at the transition. Where is it? Here it is. And this one is. Ugh. Wow. Hear that rattling? E. Then back to A. Then D. Oh, what? What am I missing? And then A. E. Oh. Oh, well, hold on. The E is empty. And then A again. All right, so that's that one. And this is the one that we thought we knew. So let's try and slam these two together. But we sort of know the first one. We know the first one. We'll hold this one. Hold on. Let's see if we can get this done. Where's that metronome? Let's throw this on super slow. Are we going to see if we're in tune? Let's see if we're in tune. Got an eye on the stream just to make sure it doesn't give me problems. I should raise my. All right, here we go. Let's try it really slow. Not that slow. Oh. I need to do is practice. All right, everybody just calm down. I'm going to cut you off. I need to practice going from all of these to all of these. That's a C. It's A. D. A. Come on, guys, seriously. That, A to D to A. A sus, right? But it's A really. To D to A to E to A to D to A to E to A to D to A to E. That's right. I fall in between that? You really need to put some fucking muscle into holding that string down because you rattle. You rattle. You rattle. You rattle. Come on, let's go. That wasn't so bad. All right. Ha 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 ha. That wasn't so bad. So we have ugh. I don't like that rattle. Thank you, man. I hope you're having a good weekend. Let's put you up on chat so people know that I'm talking to somebody. So yeah. Trying to get these in. You hear that rattling? It's this finger next to this bell is rattling against my nail, the fifth string, and it's also my palm is muting the high. It's the first string, not the high E string, because that would be here. It's the high. Good. I'm glad that you're having a good one. So let's try it. So let's try this whole thing. Okay, it's let's go back to the first one so I can see it. Or is it? So that is 1334, so we know how to get back to it when we need it immediately. How far did we go back?
Do one thing up by one fret.
All right.
The second way to play this chord, an A chord, but then
Here it is. All right, so that is this one, and the other one is 13 and a half, right? Roughly. All right, good. So it's come on. All right, so here we go. And my pinky keeps touching the low E string. I have to figure this out. then jump to E, and hop up one, back down, and jump down one. All right. No. We're just gonna take like let's take like a 3 minute freaking recess from this just for a second. Let's give it. Let's go. Let's splurge and give ourselves five. Um. Oof, oof. All right. So what we have here is the quick movement from not the quick movement, but trying to put it all together, right? So we can move our fingers around these chords, but we also have to remember it should, and we know what it should sound like. It should sound like this.
So when you play the E major, you play a bottom E string for the bass. We'll hear the tune twice here.
All right.
Once where you see my fingers, and once where you just see the tab.
It switches up a couple of times. E, A. All right.
And now it's just tab.
All right. Let's try this because we know what it sounds like. We've been doing it. We just need to put it both together, and then we've got the first little tune that we pulled off, which is good, right? And from there, larger things grow. That's what we're going for. Should we flip these? Yeah, let's flip these so you can see the magic. um, this A chord where I'm blocked is repeats here. Hold it. The A chord I'm blocked repeats here, and this E chord repeats. It goes one to both, then but again it repeats here, even as I'm sort of blocking it. Right? See? So let's try it. And I'm supposed to be right. It's these three. It's these four fingers. Pinky, thumb rather, primary, index, middle, and this is your ring, but it has a name that I forget. Index, middle, and it's the Latin word for ring. I don't know. Let's try it. All right, so it's A twice. That's us. Back to A. Oh. Back to A. E jumps up one. Back down to A. Back to A. Back to A. That was dirty as F, but that was it. You want to try it again? Let's see if we can bring these two together. And this one is slightly different because this is D. Get in there. Back to A. Oh, come on, man. All right, so it's E, which is open. This thing needs to stop leaning up against this. How do I leave it out of the? Uh, uh. This. It goes from this. Stop it. It goes from this to this. Hold it. It goes from this to this. That little flip is just. That little flip is killing me. It's. And it's. So the first one is this one. And the second one is this one. All right. So let's do the first one, which I think we know well enough, right? That rattle is freaking killing me. Get it right. All right. Step it. We are ready. We are ready to tap in. This little bit of music, I love that. Thank you. So, all right. So, my first jam session. All right. So, so, wow. I have to get my timing down. I feel I naturally want to play everything. Excuse me. Have a natural to want to play everything faster. That can't be allowed. You got to play. But this says slow down as much as you want. Uh, but I got to tell you, man, I'm super like proud of myself. Look, listen. A month ago, I couldn't do anything, and now I've got like 10 chords and like this bit of the first bit of music that I'm learning with eyes to yellow, right? In a month, right? Because I come here, I play, people show up in the chat and encourage me, and that's how you pick up a new habit, a new hobby, a new something good for yourself. So yeah, that's great. Even as I struggle with it, hopefully I'll be better in another month's time, right? And that is how we're building. I would like to do it be better day by day, but I'll take month by month, 3 months by 3 months, right? I'll take that. All right, so the second one is everything drops lower, and the D All right, so let's try it. Let's try the whole thing super slow. 60 beats a minute. All right, let's do that. Oh. Right, okay, let's. This might be a little faster than this for Sweet Jeebus. Let's try 7. Let's try 80. What is going on here? Let's try the 60 and hit 69. All right. What is going on here? I moved this finger and I had the will to pluck that string immediately. That's what's going on here. Don't pluck his. Okay. We're climbing down the stairs, and the other one was skipping a step. All right, I got it. And then E. No, wait, hold on. I'm doing the wrong one. A. Seriously. Right. Right? And then sus is this. I don't even know what the hiccup is, but I there's definitely a hiccup going on here. All right. Let's do it fast. Then back to A. Right. Then the second one is. All right. This is A sus, A sus, A, right? And this one is this A, D, A, E. All right. So I think I know the first one. Just need to get it together. That was horrible. Then it's this, right? Then it's E once, then it's A, one. I'm leaning my pinky on the bottom E string like this. I need to figure out a stand. Um, Stop it. You can see it in your mind's eye what you're doing. The worst transition. See, it's supposed to go. I practice these chord moves too. I need to stop leaning on that low E string. How do I do this? Just hover over the strings with no anchor. How do you do that? Hi, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. All right. This is the D though. The D is right. Let's hold on for a second. Yeah. A. So it's A. D. Back to A. E. Up, wrong, E. Back to A. Back to D. I've been laying my D finger down without that third finger. Like what? And then that A thing, which is B. Back to A. What? It's not hard. It's coordination, right? It's the baby steps into this. And you know, I have no I have no right to be as proud of myself as I am, considering What is going on here? Oh my gosh. But I gotta tell you, I'm giggling like, it's my birthday. It's the closest I've come to music. I'm sort of proud of myself. Uh, I don't mind telling you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna knock this out, and then I'm gonna try and work on stuff that we all know. But this is this is this is this is a lot for me right now, but it's so good. Um, we've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. I want to thank all of you in the chat who came through on this Sunday. Remember, Sunday counts as service, uh, mosque or temple or church, synagogue, right? Everybody has a temple, though. Right? I think the Jews have temples and the Christians have temples. Do the Muslims have temples? Uh, anyway, wherever your holy house is, this counts as church. You learn the music and you're giving goodwill to a new musician. How's that? So let's get some more going. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Look how they shine for you. That's the low one. The first one is this one. That's the first one. The second one is this one. Nope. First one is this. Oh. Oh. It's actually lower than that. That should have been A sus, right? E, A, A, E, A. It's A, good Lord, A, D, that's horrible. No need to panic. This is fine. My fingers hurt, which is a good thing, but man, oh my goodness, are we having internet issues again? Okay, every time I see that, I gotta check the stream. Yeah, okay. Do we have sound?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we have sound. All right, so we can stop it there. We can go over here and check here. I'm gonna leave this open. I don't think I am. Let's close that. And I can hear myself chatting. All right, so we'll just snip this. I mean, I hate to say it, but you got to keep an eye on some of your streams because sometimes there are glitches in the matrix. Oops, glitches in the matrix. Um, let's try this. I'm gonna get this right. All right, so it's that's A twice, A sus, twice. That's 3 times. D, A, twice, right? A sus. A, once. D, once, back to A. So it's twice, twice, D, twice, A, twice, not E, rather E, twice, A sus, twice, back to A, once, back to E, hold it, back to A, once, back to E, back to A. Oh, stop, it's so bad. All right, we have been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, the sun is beginning to set as the sun slowly sets in the west. It's no, that's wrong. It's this. It's back to A, E, A, F, F. Then A once, A once, E once, and then A. Oh my gosh, how am I mucking this up? I can see it in my head. I can see it. I can hear it correctly. And I'm just not managing to pull off. But I have been. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get some water. People are rocking out in the parking lot. Everybody's got a nicer ride than me. All right, we're going to put some water in that. Now, I want to think that these ice cubes are frozen. Some of them are not. How long does it take to freeze an ice cube, people? Whoop. All right. Well, there's that. Don't want to lay it down. All right. Let's put this back and let's get at it. I cannot possibly have another hamburger. I can't. I can't. I just can't. Uh, do that and give me a second to compose myself. I am so rarely ever out of ice cubes. I am just mortified. Um, practicing my Southern gentleman, Kevin Spacey sort of. Was he secretly gay or openly gay in that movie? Something in the Garden of Delights. What's that Kevin Spacey movie? Garden of something where they think he killed somebody. I think he actually did kill somebody. Garden of I want to say Delights. Yeah, in the Garden of Good and Evil. What was that movie about? Wikipedia. All right, here we go. Wikipedia is your friend. Oh, is it not taking me there? Plot. The panoramic tale of Savannah's eccentricities focused on a murder. I thought there was a murder on a murder and the subsequent trial of James Williams, a self-made man, art collector, antiques dealer, bon vivant, and semi-closeted homosexual. How are you semi-closeted? John Kelso, a magazine reporter with one book before the fall, to his name finds himself in Savannah amid the beautiful architecture and odd doings to write the feature The Town and Country on one of Williams' famous Christmas parties. Kelso is intrigued by Williams from the start, but his curiosity is piqued when he meets the violent young Billy Hanson, Jude Law, Williams' lover. Later that night, Hanson is dead, and Kelso stays on to cover the murder trial. Along the way, he encounters irresponsible the Lady Chablis, also known as the Grand Empress and the Doll, was an American actor, author, and transgender club performer. Hmm. Uh, Transgender entertainer, Sony Seller, lawyer to Williams, whose dog Oog Forth is the official mascot of Georgia Bulldogs. The man who keeps flies attached to many leashes on his lapel and threatens daily to poison the water supply. Ugh, that's disgusting. All right, so what happens? Kelsey leaving town as he says goodbye. He asks Williams one last question for the book. Does he want to tell what really happened? Williams replies, "Truth like art is in the eye of the beholder. You believe what you choose, and I'll believe what I know." He watches from the window as Kelsey walks away. Williams is stricken by a sudden heart attack and falls face down on the carpet. His heartbeat slows. He sees Hanson lying alongside him as he was in death. Their eyes meet, and Hanson raises his head and smiles, then resumes his position lifeless. What? All right, yeah. I don't remember this movie being, but I will say, what is going on here? There it is. I will say, um, I was a fan of Kevin Spacey till like everything, people's real proclivities show themselves, and you got to be like, I can't be for that. So the question: can you separate the artist from his art? The only people who say yes, you can, because art is da da da, are the people who I think have a vested interest in it. But you know, people get banned all the time. But if their stuff is too lucrative, nobody bans it. Um, there are still some R&B stations playing R. Kelly, but R. Kelly will come back in fashion even if he's gone, and his music will be owned by somebody. You know what I mean? Look at some of these popular songs on YouTube. 500 million rotations. If you got a half a penny out of every one of those, how rich would you be? You know what I'm saying? We played Modern Love on this podcast. Didn't even play the music. We played the first 10 seconds and then we stopped it. And like we looked at the visuals, got a hit from YouTube saying I was stealing people's fucking content. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. All right, I'm gonna answer that. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. I don't even know who that is. And everything you do. Cryptic love songs. Is it a love song? I think it is a love song. I wrote a love. You're still, oh yeah, you're still. All right. For you, I love you so. All right. So, do we want a hot dog? No, I think we're hot dog full. Do we want a hamburger? I think we're done eating. Um, what do we want? We want to get back to this plucking away. But man, it is beautiful. Look at the sunset. It is 7:30. Actually, we came in so tight. What time is it? Yeah, I think we were 50 seconds ahead of where we needed to be, which is fine. You know, fine. Like I said, ran around, but I got to tell you, between you and the wallpaper, I have been neglecting three things: home maintenance, cleaning, mopping. Like the kitchen's all clean, the bathroom's clean, but the rest of this place is a fucking pigsty. I mean, it's not dirty, dirty. I mean, there's dirt on it because like pollen is everywhere here in Virginia, but it's not like dirty, filthy. But it's so disorganized and so. I've always wanted to live sort of like a Zen monastery kind of like discipline in my life, right? Everything in its place, uh, mentally as well as out in the world here. So that means sort of like be anal retentive in the right way, like be spotty and detail driven about important shit, right? Um, and what is that important stuff to me? It would be being better at art, being better at some like everyday daily tasks, being on like being physically fit, not being swole or being a super zealot like six packs on, but sort of just like a light, fun workout with your homies. Let's say like basketball is being physically fit. You go out there, you play basketball for like 2 hours in the park with your homies. 3 days a week, you're fairly good fit, right? You might go running, but doing something with like-minded people. Doesn't have to be all men, but like this kind of like monastery. I'm just thinking, right? But the monastery I have in my head isn't all of us living together, right? It's just kind of like, my ship is tightened up. Then I see my man who's doing his own thing. His thing is tightened up. There was a window where when I lived in New York where everybody was sort of doing that, right? Under their own auspices. Everybody was working out, people were running and jogging, people was getting up early to go to work. Wait, people were getting up early to work out before they went to work. So all this kind of like, but at this end of the day, that didn't have any communal good energy to it. It was just kind of like the vanity of what one does for themselves. If you could have good energy behind it that spilled out into the community, you know what I mean? Nobody opened up Boy Scout, what do they call them even? Boy Scout troops or plants or clubs or, like for kids. Everybody's always talking about girls, girls, girls. No one talks about the boys. You're gonna. I've said this, and you can call it sexist if you want to, but you can concentrate on the girls and ignore the boys. And when the boys have enough of this, mind you, there will be men by then. They're going to crush you, right? You might want to concentrate on both of them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of blaming the boys for everything and limiting their progress, because the boys will eventually turn this place into fucking Iran, and the girls won't be Iran. Yeah, women can't drive in Iran. Yeah, in Iran, they could drive in Iraq under Saddam Hussein and all that. They had college, but look at what Iran looked like in the 70s and 80s, where women wore mini skirts and no one had a headdress on, and women drove cars. Look at it now. Get out of pocket. I dare you. A law about beating your wife. Why would we even have a law about that? You know enough not to kill her. Okay. Not everybody wants to be Western. And when you do that shit, there's a way to do it. You don't shove it all down people's throat. In America, it's all about shoving bullshit down people's throat, right? But you can win people over. America does that with other people, but not some people. But it is what it is, man. So now it's secular Iran. And I see this, I'm like, how are you concentrating only on the girls, right? How are you torturing these boys? How are you limiting their promise? How are you taking their children, right? When this shit goes left on people, it's gonna go left bad. So yeah, I've had this conversation with women before, and I was like, at the end of the day, when the law breaks, it won't be freaking women out there on the picket lines throwing bombs and shooting up people and making it like the American version of the IRA, right? It's gonna be men. Men are the violent creatures here, right? And you may think you can hang with them, even if you are the woman who can hang with them. You would be one in thousands, I think, at least at the very minimum, one in hundreds. Where I think the guy who's willing to produce violence on people under this auspices might be one in 10, one in five, right? The numbers don't favor you. I never understood that about Iraq. I'd be like, if I were these Iraqi mothers, I'd be telling my sons different, right? But you can't tell one son because then he's an anomaly and they'll kill him. And you don't want your son killed. I don't even know. I mean, mind you, like I said, they were wearing mini skirts and women were driving and going to college in the 70s. I remember when this whole shutdown came. It was like 1970, might have been 1983. I might have been in like it might have been in the 80s. But yeah, hold on. Let's look up the Shah of Iran and all that. We're gonna shove a dictator in. Yeah, yeah. Iranian Revolution. We had a revolution. They had a revolution. The Russians had a revolution. The Chinese had a fucking revolution. 1978. Yeah, I remember watching it on TV. New rule: you can't go to college, you can't drive, you can't smoke, you can't be gay, you can't. Bam, 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 bam. All these doors shut on that society. Boom, 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 boom. And all the people who were wild and loose and crazy who wrote books all got gathered up, wiped away like a spill on a table. It is what it is, baby. Domestic impact, homosexuality human development, political government, women, homosexuality, the economy. Yeah. Nipped it in the fucking bud. Parties in the civil conflict: Imperial State of Iran, Region Council, Rostica Party, Imperial Army, Imperial Guard, the Savak, the Shah Rabbani, the Gendarmerie. I don't know what that is. Revolutionary Council, interim government, the Imperial State of Iran. Yeah. Discontent with the Shah's rule. And the Shah was the king. The Shah tried to, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, anyway, that is what it was, and that is what it was. So shit will shift on you. That's why I don't understand why America still plays these unfair games. Educate all the fucking children. Stop demonizing people. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. Let's look that up. Let's see if we can find let's see if we can find do I want to use this one? Let's use this one. Let's keep that up there and use this one. Yellow. Yellow. Coldplay. Tutorial. Finger style. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. No, I don't want a cover. I want a tutorial. You win, baby. All right. We're going to swap some of this magic goodness for some of this awesome magic goodness. Let's pull this out of here. I'm still messing with the idea of getting a motorcycle. It really is not going to happen.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Rebel 1100 from Honda.
Wow, this looks super complicated. I don't like it. Um, let's stop this right here. I'm not a fan of this. All right, let's put this up here and get this other one out of here. Let's move this. Hmm. You have a 2.5 minute tutorial. I don't buy it. Let's look up without a finger style. Mm-hmm. Yellow guitar tutorial, Coldplay, a half an hour long. Yeah, this is going to take a little more research than we got time for right now. Yada 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 yada. As it dims, as the sun slowly sets in the west. We, I gotta, you know what? I gotta tell you, man. I used to think they were baby squirrels. I don't think they're baby squirrels. I just think that they're gray squirrels that are really short. because the squirrels in New York are fucking twice as big, easily, easily, easily. Um, look how they shine for you. They were all yellow. So as we teach ourselves these the mysteries, don't look at my butt. I see you're looking at my butt. All right. As we teach ourselves the mysteries of musicdom, um, man, now I want to cut that light out because it's so much nicer with like the evening light coming in on me. But I don't want y'all to be looking at me in the dark. You know what? It's like I keep saying, it's not TV. We can do what we want. So yesterday we watched. Was it yesterday? I want man. These days they begin to blur. I hate to tell you. Uh, we watched this movie. I think it was called Algiers. Oh man, we forgot it. But we went through most of it as we talked about how to write a screenplay, how to get your protagonist and your antagonist, what motivates them. They two did like I think I want to say like 3 or 4 days ago, last week Wednesday I want to say. Um, we played this How to Write a Script book by Pixar, right? So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I wish this timer had colors and you could fuck with it. You know what I mean? Melting ice cream, whatever. You're still, oh yeah, you're still the one. Uh, so yeah, it's been quite a week. We're gonna try and have my homie Pietro on, who's going through a life changing event sometime this week. So we may have a short show and then kick back on with a totally different type of show. But we're not gonna not do the shows. But the shows may be shortened, especially for super important stuff, obviously. Uh, Look at the stars. All right, I gotta stop singing that. I got it in my head. Personal Jesus. Boom, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, boom. Flesh and bone by the telephone. Pick up the receiver. I'll make you a believer. Oh my God. These songs bring back so many memories. You know, Yellow is 20 years old. What would the music be like for these kids growing up now in 20 years? It'd be Taylor Swift and fucking Katy Perry, right? On those two who are making music that speaks to people. The I mean, the Foo Fighters are like 50, which is fine. But I mean, when Chris Martin wrote that song, I think he was like fucking 24, right? The Beatles were famously young. What would my first song be? Will I write the music and then write the lyrics, or write the lyrics and the music, or just write the lyrics and then come up with music for it? I read so much about how people write their songs. There's no the only universal thing in songwriting is writing a song. That's it. I was gonna say a pen and paper, but not even that. Not even that. Uh, yeah, it's how you write your song is how you write your song. And the Beatles, I mean, Paul McCartney said they would go in, they would write a song. Song would take about 3 hours, but they always finish the song. So they finished all these songs even if they didn't use them. That's amazing. Versus you hear people who don't finish stuff. What is going on out there? Oh, he's got a car issue. Look how they shine for you. Look how they look at the stars. I love the sentiment of it. What kind of songs would I write? They'd be hippy dippy trippy songs like that because I love songs like that. Drops of Jupiter. Like I never liked the title, but I get the title now after the song was explained to me because that has to happen to me sometimes. Gotta explain the song to me. What is this about? What is Helter Skelter about? It's associated with Manson, but it's not about any of the stuff that Manson was up to. Oh boy, some turning to something beautiful. So this will be the last week I announced this. Um, just like last week was the last week I announced that we changed it from 4 to 6, and it's going to be 6 for the foreseeable. This is always an evolving thing, but we're always going to be doing music. I don't even know what he's doing. I know nothing about cars. He's got the hood up. Something is squeaking. I have no idea what it's about. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Look how it shines for you. Look how it shines for you. Look at the star. And that's another thing. The songs you like are just so you, right? You could put 1,000 songs into a song parabulator, right? And it will probably get you a perfect match. The more songs that you feed into it, hey, the process is going. How are you? I hope you're good on this. Well, it's Sunday here, uh, so I hope you're good on your. I hope you're having a weekend. So yeah, it's going well. We were just talking about how songs are the songs you like are uniquely you. So like if I ask somebody 50 songs, name your top 50 songs, and I had like 100 people in the room. Uh, I the people who had sort of identical lists, right? And it might be on your list, and it might be number 5, and it might be someone else's number 50, right? But that you're on the same list says good things. The more songs you have in common, the more songs on that list. So it's not from 50, let's say 100, and the more it says something about your inner you and the songs you like, and how someone else matches that. I really do think that you can put people together on that idea alone. Um, Not like a dating show, but like on all things, right? Best friends. If I had a list of hobbies and I had like 50 things, and you and I both had motorcycle riding and skydiving and art and graffiti and cooking, we were like, oh, that's a lot of stuff that we have on the list. I think it would work the same way with songs. I really do. I think if you found someone with, and not albums, like songs, and you go quote some your favorite line from a song, and someone had those obscure lines, you'd be like, the algorithm will kick out, and y'all will be like this forever. I really do believe it. Just because music is part of all of our lives, right? Constantly, commercials, movies, TV, right? Radio, jingles. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. And can you imagine? Look how it shines for you. I'm out of ice cubes. You know, it's global warming, man. It's global warming. That's what it is. Global warming. I keep thinking of that quote from Fight Club. You want to look it up again? Let's look it up again. It's such a quote that gave me when I first saw the movie. It gave me this giant picture. Just a sentence of it alone. Well, okay, here you Coldplay. We've got this open. Let's put this over here. Fight Club. Fight Club. Fight Club. Quotes. Fight Club is a great fucking read. All right, let's. We're all over. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. So yeah, I was looking at. Uh, I sort of fell down a Mark Knopfler hole. I want to say 2 weeks ago. I was watching. What was it? I was searching for guitar stuff, and his name came up in the MTV song. I want my MTV. And then I watched that video. Then I was like, oh right, he does play like with his fingers versus a pick. Then I went down this hole about how the band got together, how they were dead broke, how his girl just left him, how it was just the perfect rock and soul story primed for success, right? Um, you're not your job. You're not your khakis. Like I've been saying that to people for 10 years. Sometimes you find really good sense in movies. Why? Because they're written just like you find really good sense in a speech, and that's an orchestrated like an organized and orchestrated communication to you. It's not just a speech is about nothing. It's a speech on a topic, right? And some are better than others. Gratefully, that's television warning. If you're reading this, it's not anything. Where is this? It's this idea that you're walking across like a city after the fall. I forgot the quote, but yeah, I forgot the quote. But they give me all the quotes that I don't want. Fight Club metaphor for what? Ooh, Fight Club. Fight Club quotes. Quote about prime primeval. Oh, we put an I in there. Oh well. About primeval forests, right? That's what the quote was. Yeah, this is the quote. Of course. Why would you? How about we do this? We do this, and then we search Google for it, and we get a better version of whatever the fuck that was. I don't think I even played this clip without getting a fucking strike. Oh, I found it once before. Here it is. Ugh. In the world, in the world. I thought it was in the world. In the world, I see. I guess they're all the same quote. All right. Uh, By the way, it is on Amazon, so we might be able to go hop over to Twitch after the show and watch it. But I want people to say mean shit, not mean shit, but like not be delicate because it's not a delicate movie. But I don't want you to say mean shit. I want you to say, oh, so let's pop this quote up so you can actually see it. Right? Can you see it? Here you go. In the world, I see you stalking elk through the damp canyon forest around the ruins of Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller is one word. Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller Center. You'll wear leather clothes that will last you the rest of your life. You'll climb the wrist thick kudzu vines that wrap the Sears Tower. And when you look down, you'll see tiny figures pounding corn, laying strips of venison on empty carpool lanes of some abandoned superhighway. It is quite an image. It is quite a freaking image. And when I first saw the movie, that image just stood out to me. It really is all about, just a done in society, right? It's the American version of Mad Max. You know what I mean? Society has fallen. What would Mad Max look like in this urban environment? And a lot of us think it was the Snake Plissken story with Escape from New York, how New York was sort of like this island prison. But it makes you wonder what the rest of the country was like, right? By the way, I've said this for like the last 10 years as well. By the way, good Lord, we have been raising our kids, you know, on dystopian books and movies for like 20 years now. So what are they expecting? They're coming into their own. Or these, they should be about, I want to say 23 now. And by the time they take over, I want to say in another 20 years, they begin to take over about 40-ish, right? Running people for office by the time they're 50. They'll take over about the time they're 50. So that's about 30 years. What would their mind frame be like? Because the boomers were raised on war and elitism, and they're still here, right? We'll see. You're still yellow guitar lesson Coldplay, 100% accurate chords. 100% accurate chords. All right, we got to do it. Let's see what he's got. Let's put him on mute. Let's let him get his act together. All right, we're gonna hold. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna hold you off for a second. An accurate guitar lesson for Yellow by Coldplay. To play this song correctly, you need to tune your D and high E strings down. To explain how to do this, all chord rhythms and structures are shown in the details. Look how they shine for you. Look at this. Come on, seriously. Are we gonna sing that song? Dire Straits is so good though. I don't think I could ever mess with anything that Dire Straits, Mark Knopfler does. See, the other guy had a capo. I have a capo, but I want to.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, they were all yellow. I came along,
Pretty good.
I wrote a song for you.
We're gonna stop him right there. Yeah, all right. You know what? We're gonna hold on to that one. Oh my God, we've been streaming for 2 hours. Uh, we're gonna hop back in and try and do our own. Do we want to cut the lights on? This is about to freaking go off. You know what? I think we've been ahead of the timer. Better 2 out of 3. Let's see if we can just get our fingers coordinated. The first part and the second part. All right. Right. Okay. I cannot do this thing. Ridiculous. That E. I've been missing that E all day. Come on. It's so my development has this security company, Giant Security. They drive through. Usually they drive through at night. They're here much earlier. And he's just doing loops with his like siren lights on. Um, and he reminds me of the security guard in Gross Point Blank, where like this gray and blue like ride pulls up, and this sort of like rent a cop guy is they're also their high school like weirdo, and they totally disrespect him. I'm not for that, but that's what the whole thing reminds me of. Ugh. Not awesome, but got through it. I maybe what 50 more of those, and then I'll be ready for Coldplay. And that's the first one. Look, Lord. Ugh. Ugh. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this in the next 10 minutes because I'm close. I don't know what he's doing. is going on here? I've got two fingers on the same string. Oh, Lord. Oh, this is not awesome. All right. There's a lot going on in my front. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Why do I need to know what he's doing? It's just loud. It's just slightly annoying. What in the world? Oh, let's try it again. Just gonna pat myself on the back right here. I like that you're doing Dire Straits. I like that. What song was it, if you don't mind me asking, if you're still here in chat? Um, oh, I jumped the gun on that one. All right. Wow. Okay. I think we can get this in the next 10 minutes. That transition is killer. We'll work on it. Ooh, it's this. What is going on here, guys? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to thank all of you for coming to the chat. Uh, I want to thank my lucky stars that I found a new hobby. I want to thank my family, my friends for being my family, my friends. And I want to thank me, currently, this form as I am right now, for not uh, being angry and storming off and doing something else. And future me, whoever that future me is, will thank him too for not stopping, because that future me will have a guitar practice. We're going to practice like the doctors. Um, yeah, a guitar talent. Because if we leave, that future me doesn't have a guitar talent. It's like pocket dimensions, right? So let's do it. Okay. That was close. What's going on here? All right. That's what I was dropping. I was dropping one of this. Okay. All right. I'm leaning on it. Take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath. It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna take a deep breath. All right. Whew. All right. I think we're close. But this is what these things look like, right? When you do it by yourself. Ooh, it's getting dark. Should I cut on the light? I cut off this light. Ugh. Let's tilt that up. God, that's so bad. My God. My fingers aren't tired. They're just not strong. I could do this like this, or I could do it like this. I'm used to this. That's where you need to be. Not this. You need to be here. All right. One more time with feeling. I said with feeling. Ugh. Okay. All right. We're not done here. All right, this is what we need to do. We need to go from here, which is easy. Then we got to get to this D, then back to this A, up back to this D. But this little bugger keeps drowning the string I need to get to. It's what is going on? Someone's dog was yapping like it was being hurt. See, I'm doing this with 3 fingers and I should be doing it with 4. Right, so it's but I gotta see how he does this because I've been doing it. I didn't even notice that I was doing it, but I've been doing it with 3 fingers and not 4. Pinky, index, middle, and this is supposed to be your ring, but I need to practice this, but I really need to be practicing.
And the E major. So when you play the E major, you play a bottom E string for the bass. So between the A, third to drop before you move. Right. Let's hear the second half of this tune before we learn how to play.
So yeah, he's using all 4 fingers. Look at him. Where is he? I don't think he is.
Let's see that being done and then practice it yourself.
He's only using 3 fingers. All right, I feel better about myself now. Because, I mean, it's pimming means these 4 fingers, but we're not using these 4 fingers, apparently, which is fine. Oh, my goodness gracious. I was like, did I just do this for like a week and not realize that I've been doing... This finger, thumb, gets these 3 strings. Index gets this, right, gets this finger. Middle gets this, index gets this string, middle gets this string, and not pinky, but ring finger gets this string. But I like to do these two fingers do the top three. And then sort of like, I guess, I don't know. These two share the other strings. Like each finger gets two strings. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try finger picking, but I may have to figure out as long as I get the sound to ring. All right, so here we are. Yeah. With that metronome, let's turn this on as fucking slow as we can. So we can do this. Oof. We don't really need to even see this, do we? Because we know what it is. We've been staring at it for an hour. All right. I did the same thing twice. All right. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? Remember, tap your foot. That helps. That was horrendous. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna have to slow this stupid thing down. Why am I not getting this E transition? That transition is straight murdering me. Oh, I think my fingers might be just done. Oh, all right. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think this might be where we wrap this up because my fellow Americans, my fellow world citizens, my fellow Milky Way E'ens, I'm just tired. I think I'm just, I don't know. I feel a little dejected. Um, oh, I do have, look at the sunset. It's freaking beautiful. Hold on. As the sun slowly sets in the west. What time is sunset?
Sunset tomorrow will be at 8:15 p.m.
I guess it's set 15 minutes ago. But it takes 8 minutes for the light to get to us. So this light is 8 minutes old. And so we're likely halfway through sunset, as I see it. All right. Please join me tomorrow on this journey. I think I put up yeah, I did. Uh please come through. Please like and subscribe. I'm Karma Armor on YouTube. Thanks for stopping in, Cole. Thanks for stopping in, Mike for reals. Uh, I'm Karma Arma on Twitch. Please stop by and watch me game. We'll be gaming soon. Uh, it's been hard to find a game I want to play. I may play some of the old stuff again, just to kind of get some good gaming stuff going. Um, Clear my head, you know. Uh, yeah, please come and watch me game. So come suggest games for me as I learn how to play the guitar over the next 1,000 days. It's gonna be awesome. We're at day 37. Yeah. Um, so please, by all means, like and subscribe and come and hang out with us tomorrow at 7 a.m. on your Monday before we all go to work. Have coffee together, talk smoke for like an hour, and then keep some music going, the idea of it in your head. Uh, so if there's a box of music on your mental shelf, there's one less box of BS that you can get rid of, right? Uh, and that's, it is what it is, man. So we have been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we are about to wrap. We streamed this morning for 3 hours, streamed yesterday for about 4 hours at night and 4 hours in the morning. Streamed want to say Friday for Friday night, I want to say 3.5 hours, and Friday morning an hour and a half. We always do an hour and a half in the morning, and then at night we go for generally about 2.5 to 3 hours. No more 5 hour streams, but we can if we want to. On the weekend, we ride as long as we want to. Uh, but we're gonna crash this out just because my fingers hurt, and I'm a little dejected that I don't have this yet. I'm a little dejected. I'm in my feelings about it, quite frankly. So I don't know what you do to your fingers when your fingers hurt, but I'll probably take an aspirin and like do a lot of these in the mirror because my fingers finally hurt. This sore fingerness, this tiredness, that's that's sweat equity, even in your little digits, right? So you should feel good about like the pain of it. You shouldn't go, oh, my fingers hurt, I'm not doing this again. That's not the mode. The mode is, yeah, this is the price of admission. I'm willing to pay it. And that's where your head has to be. Okay, I can still do that. Um, let's kill this. I gotta tell you, man, this is really kicking me in my, what's the word I'm looking for? Kick me in my unmentionables. I'm not happy about it. I should have gotten this down today, but I can't hate on it. Can I hate on it? I can probably hate on it. I won't hate on it. What is this? Ugh. Okay, excellent. Ah. Oh, look, begin to lose picture energy already because I'm clicking on stuff. Oh, here you go. Your internet connection is unstable. For best performance, connect to your router with an Ethernet cable or directly. And you need this. Y'all need to stop. Y'all just need to stop it. Remember, a little discipline in your life, I mean, is a good thing, right? And nobody's telling you what to do, what to take, or what to be disciplined about. It could be making drone airplanes or tinkering any way you want to, right? It's up to you. It's not work because you chose it, but it improves your mind and sort of like I think, your mental well being, especially in this time when we need it with COVID and people not getting married, people don't have friends, people don't have brothers and sisters, people aren't live close to those, so all these family bonds are sort of like snacked around by this society. So don't forget that you're a social animal first of all, and don't forget that you're not alone in this idea uh, of wanting you know a good existence for your time on this planet, and that involves friends and a little money in your pocket to go do stuff. Maybe a little traveling, all that good stuff, right? But it's harder to do. That's because the state of things. So you can still, despite the state of things, be, your awesome ass self. And how do you do that? A little discipline, right? It starts here. Then maybe you'll put this down in 2 months, or maybe you won't. But your discipline will still be lit, and then maybe you'll write that story or do that thing, or because your discipline can translate. Um, and it's discipline. It's good. It's good all year round. Discipline is water, right? Water is good. Water. Everything you drink is mixed with water, essentially, right? It starts out as water before they make it 1,000 things, from Coca Cola to just water. So I'm True S Armor on YouTube. I'm Karma Armor on Twitch. Please like both of those. I'll be expanding outward and bringing the Love Fest to all of you. I'll be knocking on your door. And you're like, holy moly, it's the guy from the internet. And I'll be like, you want to play guitar with me? And you're like, how do you know where I live? And then I'll be like Santa Claus. I'll be the music guy who shows up knocking on everybody's door to play guitar once a year on some like random, not random day. What day would be our day? What is a music day? There's got to be a famous music day. I don't know it though, but got to be one. All right. Be good to each other. It's important. Be good to yourself. It's important. Be good to your family. It's important. Um, that's it for us. We've been streaming for, oh, we should go another 3 minutes so I can get the 2 hours and 40-minute mark. Um, but we don't like to do that. We don't like to pad the streams to get to numbers, right? Ugh. Oh man. Luckily I rolled several of these. Lordy, lordy. All right. I think we're good for at least the next day and a half. He said to himself, knowing full well that that was not true. Uh, Tell the people you love that you love them. And I will see you in the next one. And the next one is tomorrow at 7 a.m. And if I don't see you there, then I'll see you the one after that. And the one after that is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Uh, come learn guitar with us. You know, it's gonna be fun. I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.